What is up, kids? Welcome to Friday Night Flicks. I hope everyone is having a fantastic night and can hear me. I'm going to go up here and say, hey, I know Milton was in here earlier and he's a new channel member. Brother Pocket Metal was in here. I wanted to show him a new slippy I've got. Marco is here, channel member. B Shady is here. And there's the giveaway link. I've pinned that in the comment. That's just the member giveaway for, whoops. That was total user error. This is the snappiest. That's the member giveaway. I think we've got some other stuff we'll give away. Might do some channel raids. Marco, brother and channel member, what is up? Look, I even misspelled that because I just fucking suck. Colby, what is up, channel member? I saw a lot of these guys over at Metal Complexes. That's why I had to turn the music off here because my brain was just starting to really hurt. And I figure, even though I try to keep it real low, if you guys are missing it, let me know. If the wavy background is making you nauseous, let me know. It was just making it nuts. Good to see you, Colby and Marco, Lord Needham, the man, the myth, and the legend. Good to see you, Lord. If y'all aren't following Lord Needham, we'll go raid his Instagram here in just a second because he showed some heat today, and there's some Jay Dizzle heat in there as well. Josh Branson, channel member, what is up? And Ed is in here, channel member. We got Ghost Malone EDC. It's good to see you, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. NFK20, aka Nuts for Knives, channel member. Good to see you, brother. Am I getting caught up? Acid Test Kids. Good to see you, my man. Joseph S. Welcome, brother. Welcome. And if I'm missing any of you guys, sweet. Been a member for 6 months. Thank you, Josh. And I skipped over Ginger Fisher and I skipped over Demonot. Both channel members. Love you guys and I appreciate the support. I hope that you guys are getting some kind of value. One thing, we'll talk about it in a second because I don't want to get too sidetracked. I've got a lot I wanted to get y'all's advice about. Ed Durbin, what is up? Um, Blade Ogre, channel member, welcome, my man. Now, my point is, I hope all you guys win a bunch of knives, and I hope what I'm trying to do, and I'll be honest with you, don't be surprised if one morning there's not a video from me because when I releasing videos now, as I do in clusters, I'm making them immediately when I upload them. The channel members have access to them, so you might have access to 3 or 4 videos all at once. What's up, Nick? And that's just because that's the way my brain works and the way I record. I don't save any videos. It all goes from my iPhone to iMovie on my iPhone to YouTube. And then the thumbnail I make with a little app called Canva. And I use an app called Bizarre to take backgrounds out of photos. So those 3 things on my phone, that's why my thumbnails are so shitty. And that's why my video quality is what it is. But what I try to do is just showcase the knife, right? I mean, there are a lot of people that do great production stuff. It's not me right now, but I am wanting to up the game and up the value. Donald Milkovich, what is up, my man, and a channel member? Good to see you, brother. What I wanted to do is up the value in my everyday content and up the value to the channel members. Because again, I sell knives. Let's be honest, I don't sell a lot of knives. The knives you see on the channel, Knife Nut 69, welcome, my friend and channel member. The knives you see on the channel are knives that I buy. If I get a knife from like Bostita sent me some knives. I just signed up for a Kaiser program, but I also just ordered the Mercury like I did the Phoenix. The Mercury is a different knife. It was on Lefty's channel. And the Phoenix, you guys know, is Maddie's knife. I bought both of those full pop. I bought the Kaiser Phoenix from White Mountain Knives. Use a 10% discount. Bought the Kaiser like an idiot from Kaiser when it dropped. The Mercury, it's called. It's a flipper knife, which is not normally my jam, but it looks kind of like a cool razor. What's up, Bama Ninja, Timmy? So those I didn't get through anybody mailing me knives, but I do every now and then get people mailing knives. I unboxed or unbagged some knives today from Jason Grant, Brother Grant, who's going to join us later tonight. And y'all were probably here when he was showing some of those knives in their rough state. And I bought these. I PayPal'd him. Where'd they go? Here they are. I PayPal'd him for this one, this tiny little 3/4 flat J-Cal, just a utility slicer. And then, well, it is very slicey. But then the one that I bought first that you guys, if y'all were here, Mark Carrera, what's up? You might remember. This is the one he was referring to as the Kill Bill on Instagram. This one is a full flat grind. And when you think Kill Bill, if y'all remember the movie, it's got a red lanyard tube. I think I called it a pivot tube in the video in the unboxing. And it's got this yellow G10 or micarta liner, but it just fills my hand perfectly. It's a little bit bigger than this little guy, but still a very small knife. This is tiny. This is full. This is a full flat. So if you look, this goes Crispy Critter. Good to see you, brother. Member for 7 months. Guys, I appreciate y'all's support. You listen and lurk all you want, buddy. Make sure you leave a comment in the member giveaway, Crispy. You do not have to be here to win that. And you're the type that we'll figure out earlier so you don't have to wait late and make sure you get in on the Pony Stout giveaway. But this is a full flat. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but it starts off very, very thin. And it comes down to a very, very thin edge. So when I unboxed them, I did like a little cut deal. I don't know if you can see those sharpening choils. And they've got just great, great handles. This one I'm going to send off to Joe, Lancelot Leather. I've got to clear that with Joe, but I've got Pedro. What is up? I've got several. And Mark Carrera, I hope I said hey to you. I've got several knives I really want to send to Joe, and I need to put them all in one box. I've got knives I need to send to Satu. And then he sent this one. And I remember speaking up for it. And I know you guys are going to say it is totally wacky. Was that little Tex bit driver? And where do I get it? Are you talking about this one right here, Donald? Or are you talking about this Combat Beads? Because between you and me, these really nice titanium screwdrivers are imported, and they are very, very reasonable for what you get. These are very nice. This is G10. It's also imported. Both of these are over what you need. You can get a Weehaw bit driver. But if you like the bougie, once I got this one, this is kind of in my dedicated disassembly driver just because I really like using it. And it came with a little stand, a little Zerk stand, and it was under 200 bucks for both of them. And this, when I got it from Lefty, he sold it to me for like 10 less than he had in it. I think he bought it for 99 from Urban EDC, sold it to me for like 75 or 80. I mean, it's a good driver, but I, for the first time the other day, and I don't know if that video is released, but I had to use my Weehaw stubby. I'll tell you what it was on. It was on this little bastard right here. Lord Needham, that's all I use now is my Get Good screw. And the only reason I say Get Good screw is because that's the website. It's called Good Screw. But they're if you go to getgoodscrew.com, they've kind of got a flashy website. I found it kind of hard to navigate, but I'm a digital kind of web design kind of guy. But this little bastard right here, that pivot was so locked in, and I'm real particular about not wanting to strip out my hardware, even though I know I could get another piece. I mean, I've got extra hardware, but I know Lefty would send me some hardware. So I had to stop the video, which is very rare for me to not do a cut because I always say I will shoot it for what it is, but it would have left you guys sitting to the sound of a blow dryer in my bathroom because I don't have a heat gun, while I decided instead of wrestling with it, because I broke out my Weehaw and I could feel this backside, which has got a little divot to where it sits and locks in, but somehow it had gotten pushed out. So I was getting a little bit of rotation, and the Loctite was just ridiculous. I'd taken two of these apart, and this one's got the best action, oddly enough. Um, and I bought all three of these. I love this little knife. But anywho's, hollow grind, just a little banger. But you guys would have heard me blow drying it for about 5 minutes, because that's the way. I've got a little thing I bought from Amazon for $8, a little soldering iron, which I've used on Spyderco's before because they're steel. I don't like to use them on anything that's got titanium because I'm an idiot. Like I say, I'm an English psychology guy. I don't know what type of heat it takes to anodize something and make it change color, or so I just use my blow dryer, and I'll sit there and I'll just put it right down and hard steam or just blow hot air on the highest setting on the pivot for say 3 or 4 minutes. And if you keep reaching down there, you'll go, damn, it's not getting hot because it doesn't conduct heat very well. So I just sit there and I just drown it with heat for 3 minutes, take my bit, it'll unscrew like if that stuff turns to water. You basically break down with the heat of the air or the soldering iron, but I don't want to do some weird lightning anno around my pivot. But you can break loose before you tear up your bits. If they're stuck, it's because there's too much Loctite, which a lot of times comes that way from the factory. Um, and I haven't had a problem with them walking um, or anything. But when we were talking about the bit drivers, the other bit driver I have eh, the other bit driver that I own is a CRKT, and it looks very similar to the Scout style. What's up, Greg? Good to see you, brother. Chris, good to see you. Some of y'all are slipping in here. Wombat Copperlight, aka Brother Steve. Man, it's good to see all you guys. Let me get back to where I was going. See, you definitely have to. I'm going to try to be plugged into the chat, but you guys are going to definitely have to pull me back in. But anyway, this is not my normal jam, right? But when I unboxed it and I looked at the mosaic pins, the exaggerated sharpening choil, this right here goes from a flat spine to a swedge. I don't know if you can see that. It's a full flat. And the style is kind of wacky, but at the same time, it's just a Slurpee saver. Paul Mills, Pizza Operator, both channel members. What is up, guys? So yeah, so I picked this up today. It was one for me to look at, and this is not my jam at all. Like a couple of knives I'll show you, or at least one knife I'll show you. Actually, two, maybe three that I took a risk on that have been just bangers. But these J-Cals, these flat thin grinds he's doing, I'll get some paper here in a little while, and they're awesome. So those came today, and I went ahead and unboxed them, sent it up so it would be released, and then reached out to Jason and see if he would be available tonight because he was making some other stuff. I don't know if y'all all follow him on the Instagram. Let's go to Instagram because I wanted to look at Lord Needham. Show you guys some heat from a post this morning. And then we'll talk about, if y'all remind me, what crazy idea I have. I made a little cryptic, and I wouldn't say it was cryptic. Matisfaction, what is up, brother? Let me get that. What is up? Pocket Metal, welcome, my man. Pocket Metal, did I send you a link? Hold on, guys. But what I don't know if y'all saw my community post about would it be crazy for me to go live for 24 hours, which it would. And what I wouldn't want people to think is that I was going live for any self-serving purpose, because it'd kind of be a pain in the ass. I'd actually have to do it in 4 8-hour, 3 8-hour slots. I think that's the way to go. Thank you, Pocket Metal. Make sure you enter to that video. Comment up above. There'll be several giveaways tonight, but you definitely need to get in on the member giveaway, brother, or giveaway. I appreciate you. and I'm about to send you a link. But the reason I want to do it is we do Knives Live every year. And this year, a lot of things kind of were going on. Shane was busy, not kind of dealing with some stuff. Five Door, what is up? Five Door, this is what my plan is for the weekend. I'm starting at the most recent today. I know it was probably only 6 or 7 comments I got to, and I'm sure people that left a comment like 2 weeks ago think I'm blowing them off. I have guys, this is just real. This is my personal hell right now that I've got to get to. I don't know if you can see that, but they're like 1,500, and I've got to start at the top, and then I've got to do a major post saying I'm sorry. I read all I could. I will do better next time. I've never treated YouTube. I've failed on the parasocial relationship builder. I've not made my comment section as interactive as it should be. So I will do better. If I go live for 24 hours, however, there will be one purpose. It will be to come hang out when you want to, knowing that I will be doing something here, whether it's going through all my collection, going through disassemblies. I'll figure out a top down before then. Doing all kinds of shit. But it'll be it'll be to supplement being slack for Nas Live 2021, 22, not having anything ready for 2023, wanting to focus on the be up, everything that's going on there. But maybe if we found a weird day like a Wednesday or a Saturday, whatever, where I start at 6 a.m. till 6 p.m., the next 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. to 6 p.m., knowing it's going to be in 3 8-hour blocks, just because I think that's as long as you can stream on YouTube. Go for it and just talk about knife rights. Get other creators to come hang out. Matisfaction, if he wants to. Any of you guys, Pocket Metal, anybody that wants to come. I'm going to reach out to Doug Ritter. I'm going to see him this next weekend in Nashville. So I've kind of got to come up with something. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get together because Lefty's been real busy. He and I've talked about it, but get together the type of prizes we have in the past years. And I don't want to have it be a huge letdown. I don't want to shift focus from anything else in the community. And I'm thinking if I went live for 24 hours, I watch a lot of these IRL streamer people. I could do it. I mean, it's not a big deal. And I think it hadn't been done before. So I think it'd be cool just to be here for a day. And if people wanted to pop in, they could pop in. If they don't, they don't. It's all good. Hold on, Pocket Metal. I apologize, guys. I get sidetracked very easy. I'm sure you guys know that if you've been here before. God, I've got drama. I wish I could talk about it. And it has nothing to do with the knife community. Personal drama. But I'm not going to bring it up because I know better. So, I've got a new grail, guys. I picked up a knife, God, 2.5 weeks ago. I think it was 2.5 weeks ago. It was actually, I was on Tri-States Live and we were going through NAF sale and this Lamia, I didn't know much about it when it was showed up on NAF sale. So I, during the live, started communicating with the guy selling it. I bought several knives off NAF sale. And I found that everybody that I've worked with on knives that I wanted were very reasonable in what they sold them for. So I went, and this is part of the Friday the 13th drop. If you go to SPK's website, you'll see that they released, this is the distressed black. They did an orange. These are crew wear models. And the Gen 3s, which I didn't know at the time, but they'll accept bearings. So I'd handled Ethan's Ruins. I don't know if y'all follow Ethan Ruins over on Instagram. I'll show you his Lamia because it's hilarious. He had it engraved in Atlanta. They were doing free engravings. I forget who it was. It was somebody, Flatanium maybe. And it was kind of a dare. He did it. But anywho, I messaged the seller back and forth, and I said, how hard would it be to get you to table price on this? Um, and he was like, dude, done. I mean, super nice guy. Um, Shipped it really quick. I didn't really know what to think. I had just had another opportunity at a Grail that had come available at DLT, I think. This is an Atomic McNeese 2, Mac 2, 3.5. I love this knife, and I can't wait to carry it. But I've had a hard time getting this out of my pocket. And when I was in Atlanta and was handling Ethan Ruins, I think it's just part of because it fits my hand. But I know there's a lot of people talk about the maker of this knife and issues they've had, and I try to stay out of all that stuff big time because I communicated with him. I had a question, and he was very, very helpful, very nice, very thankful that I was stoked. Ian Coates, what is going on? Channel member and my brother, my best hugger ever. Mind of Milton, what is up, brother? I was hoping you'd post a new video that we could go love bomb tonight. You're on my list. I know you're getting close to 1,000, aren't you? Like 828. We'll go look in a sec. Dwayne Letterman, what is up? Crewwear is the best. What is happening, brother? It is, dude. It is so good, and I missed the drop. But again, talked to the guy selling it and felt really good about it. And the knife is just, yeah, it's definitely a grail that I didn't plan to get. And then I don't know if you guys do fidgets, but this I learned about this company by Lefty. It's a guy, I want to say he's in New York, maybe not New York. We'll look at his Etsy, but it's called Fidget Boy, and he makes these little 3D printed $25 to $30 magnetic fidget sliders for people that like fidget sliders, but they're not heavy like the metal ones. Let me find the other one. This is a Fidget Boy. This is a little 4 magnet, so it doesn't click as many times, but it's the same idea, right? Just a little couple of 3D printed plates, and then the magnets are behind there. But these things are very inexpensive for fidgets. A little bit weird on some, like this one doesn't get good grip. I've got one coming that's kind of like this one. This is probably my favorite. North Carolina. Yeah, he is a knife nut, Mersalt. Thank you. They do ship out of North Carolina. But I've got my 4th one on the way, and I really like this one because it's got good texture, and I don't know if you can see it on my black light. See, can you see that thing glowing? It's very susceptible to UV. Be great at the rave. You could be doing fidget tricks while you're raving. And then I picked this up off Amazon, which is a little Ultim, just a little spinner clicker. And then this is from a guy in Texas, but I'm not a big fan. This is a 3D printed with the track. It's made very well. There's nothing wrong with this because you can spin it and do shit like that, but I'm just not a huge fan. For some reason, it just doesn't feel as fluid as the Fidget Boys. But this guy's out of the Lone Star. We'll take a look at Etsy here in a while. But yeah, what was I going to show you guys? Are any of y'all Baby Banner fans? The news, we are Civivi Baby Banter. This Warncliffe also has contoured scales, which I noticed was different than my OG banner. My OG banner has just, I don't know if you'd call that linen micarta flat scales. And this guy has like a burlap micarta with a contour scale. And I've always liked the Baby Banter. So the ergonomics, if you've had the Baby Banter, the ergonomics are still there. And I want to say this knife was $53. I could be wrong. And I haven't broken it in very much yet. It just came in the other day. It is a very good knife. I still think for my hand, this little CJRB Warncliffe Pyrite is more like enjoyable for me to use. But again, neither one of these would be what I would consider a hard use knife. And then my favorite have been this nib. I really love the hollow grind. I love the way it fits my hand. And I think of it kind of as a little mini Jaeger. So I picked up the, and I bought all these, but I picked up the Purple Cow, the traditional pocket knife, or excuse me, the White Mountain, but I bought the black hardware kit when I bought the Purple Cow. This one's a stonewash blade with tie. So I switched out the blue clip and the blue collar, which I might change back with that one. And then this week, which was actually last week when I ordered it, I got the TPK because they were still in stock and still are, I think. The little nightmared out. And again, there's nothing on this knife that's visible. You've got a little bit of a logo on the pivot collar, and then you've got your blade steel right there. But again, for me, this knife just was a home run for my personal, what I use knives for, hashtag Amazon packages, knife packages. But I just think this is a great little knife. And then I had some other cool stuff come in that I think I've shown some of you guys. Hinder Collector, what is up? Let's see if I missed anybody else. Neil McKenzie, channel member. Any of you guys that have not yet, I have got the video pinned. And we'll do some other giveaways just in the chat or over on Mind of Milton's channel, over on Rob's channel. I know he just cleared 3,000, but if any of y'all, I'll find a way to, we'll come up with a hashtag and go over there and give one of his videos some love. If any of y'all aren't subscribed to him, if nothing else, show him the door. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. If I missed anybody, I am not trying to. But let's do this real quick. I'd opened Instagram, and I was going to go first to Lord. And I'm not an Instagram roaster. I'm an Instagram admirer. So if any of you kids want to look at let's look at your Instagram, you let me know. What's up, brother?
Not much. How's it going, man?
Dude, it's going good. I was just gonna show a couple of Dr. Needham's posts today. These scales were made by brother Jay Dizzle for his Oz Roosevelt.
Yeah, I saw that. I was
That vintage bone linen micarta.
liking those earlier.
I thought it looked really good too. But if y'all aren't following Lord or Pocket Metal, he posts some awesome shit on the daily.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. I mean, you guys have actual talent for what you do.
I mean, I don't. I haven't posted in forever. I posted like one picture in the last 2 months or some shit. my Instagramming has gone down drastically because just don't feel like doing it. I don't know.
Dude, I've seen
Who
more
knows?
than that, I thought. I mean, you post a couple a week at least. It's
No,
quality,
this
not
is
quantity.
the little Tucson that you sent over. I took a picture of that, and that was it. This is correct. I 90%. I'm going over here trying to highlight comments. 90% of the time, only post slip joints. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, and that's all good. I mean, it's, what I think that you guys do different than
Very
most
rarely something
is you
else.
take real photographs. They're not just knife flashes. I mean, like the lighting, the way that they're lined up, y'all take the time to stage and light a proper photo. So it to people like me who are just hacks, I can really see the value and the beauty in it. I reached out to Brian today, Lord Needham, just FYI, to ask. I've got this same knife, but to ask what I need to buy to get the complete black hardware kit and then get his Zerk clip and his Zerk backspacer, which are still in stock. Because he was supposed to send, and I bought this secondhand, but this was allegedly supposed to be black hardware from the as part of the design, the exclusive. But anyway, that was just kind of interesting to me. And I don't know if I'll hear anything back, but I did send him an Instagram message. But guess what? I got Pocket Metal. I know it's not a.
I've been watching some of the stuff you were bringing up. I like the little Warncliffe banter there. That's a cute little knife.
It is a very. Do you have a regular baby banter?
No, no, I didn't. I wasn't like. It's so funny, like how blade shape makes such a big difference to as far as whether it's something I'd actually care about picking up or not. But yeah, the regular one
is the same ergos that Ben Peterson has always, kind of stood behind, that 3-finger, but it's really a 4-finger knife with the choil.
Right. Yeah, I remember when it first came out, Therapeutic Edge Peter was saying that he got that one and the first banter, and he preferred. He's got bigger hands. He's got pretty good sized hands. He preferred the baby. He said it to him. It just like felt like landed better for him.
It does, because you actually the choil is more well thought out, right?
Yeah.
Let's check out. But have you seen this one yet? The TPK.
Yeah, I've seen it. I knew about this project over a year ago.
I picked up the purple cow, dude. I love it.
Did the box, worked on the box stuff with them, and so yeah, I've known about that for a long time.
Well, the box is beautiful. When I opened it, I don't know if you saw my unboxing, but it was so unique to see that kind of color on the sleeve. I thought the sleeve was very well done.
It's one of those things where it's like I did some of it, as far as making all the art for the carbon, which is hilariously ridiculous to have to draw and make fat carbon because there's no good pictures of it. So I had to turn it into a graphic, which was a pain in the ass for such a ridiculous thing. But then he has another guy that works with him that just does like the simple wording. I sent him some ideas for some like, a little bit more creative ways, but he likes to have his very block, traditional pocket knives with the thing. So yeah, whatever. But the stickers are a little bit funner.
It was a good experience. Good. I thought it was merchandised pretty well. I mean, I was surprised to see the color when I opened it up, but then it makes sense with all the options that were available. But just a great knife. And I've got the OG Hedgehog, and what the old carbon fiber to me didn't even really look like carbon fiber. It was more resinous than carbon fiber. And it was 14C, but a great knife. And I still love it. And Tactical Terry, I think the Kunwu Padre is still one of the coolest, best action knives of this year. I mean, it's up there. It is so freaking good. And it cuts my finger more than anything else when I play with it. That's why I try not to play with it, because on the drop, that choil corner will just chomp into you if you're not quick enough. What you been up to, Pocket Metal?
Fucking sneezing my ass off today. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I can't stop sneezing.
Is it getting cold there?
I mean, it fluctuates. It's not anything crazy. But man, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. My allergies have been crazy the last 2 days. And then I did, this year, I don't know what the hell's going on with me getting food poisoning, but damn, the middle of the week fucking killed me. Thought I was going to die.
Dude, I had a little bout yesterday with something. And I ended up sleeping yesterday and last night more than I've slept in the last year. And it was something to do with my stomach. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was definitely not pleasant.
Neil McKenzie says it's 62. It's cold. Cold, huh? I don't know. It's probably in the 50s or some shit right now. I don't fucking really, honestly. Oh, it's 47 right now, supposedly. I don't fucking.
Yeah, it dropped here tonight. Tippy came in early. She was like, "Screw it."
Yeah, it's like hoodie weather outside unless it's raining. And then you got to throw on something to keep the wetness out.
I picked up some titanium scales for my Mr. Cipher. I love this knife, and I'm not ever a flipper only guy, but this is so thin, and that flipper's real low profile.
I appreciate when they do it that way, so it doesn't have that little nub sticking out.
And I mean, it's just so, to me, I liked it with the carbon fiber. So the scales were like $80, which for titanium full scales that are milled out from Best Tech, which is who made this, the liners fit it perfectly, just like they fit the carbon fiber. I mean, literally, I thought I was going to have to get my little wedge, my little plastic pry bar to get the liner out of the carbon fiber scales. But I mean, they're just perfectly fit. And I went back to look at the drop point and saw this little weird knife. I remembered seeing it on somebody's review. The Zero.
Yeah, that thing's a hell of a rectangle, huh?
I know it's totally not normally my jam, right? It's very neutral handle.
Yeah.
Very simplistic. You'll notice there's no hardware on the show side. And what's cool about it, for one, is the back spacer. This is like unibody construction of
Oh yeah,
titanium.
it looked like it was a complete like solid milled piece, but I
And
guess
then
maybe
you've got
you can't see
just
the
one
lines.
scale on the pivot and body screw side. But look at the centering of that blade. And then it's got detent. And it's super slicey. Again, it's not a hard use knife, but from a gentleman's folder or something that you didn't really want to look like a knife till you needed it.
Yeah.
I just think it's a dad and son that designed these. I fell into their website rabbit hole, and they've got good descriptions about why they designed it, how they designed it. Micah or Mila, I forget what his dad's name is. They live in America, but they're very talented.
I have like one knife that's like in that vein. I can't remember the name of it. It's a Laconico Artisan. It's all black. The only thing I don't, it's got, you know, a front flipper and a thumb stud, but it's only thumb stud on the one side. So you can't, you know, finger flick it. I can't remember what the fuck the name of the knife is right now, but it's like a similar idea. I very rarely ever fucking carry it. I carry it occasionally, like as a third modern, like in my back left pocket or something, because it's like such a narrow thing that you can slide it down the side of your back pocket and not even, you can sit and not notice it at all.
Well, I think that the Zero would carry real well that way too, because that titanium is so thick. I don't think you'd
Yeah,
bend it by sitting on it.
man, I cannot remember what the fuck the name of that knife is, but yeah, it's an older model.
That's just kids. Those are the same two I've got. Did you notice that they make titanium scales for them and pivot collars on their website? And I like the carbon fiber. I think the carbon fiber is elegant. But if you're a titanium knife guy, it changes the sound of it.
Man,
They're
it's a.
like 80, and you can get either black or titanium raw.
I think the blade shape's cool looking on that guy.
The drop point actually, if I was thinking try to as a diverse space in my collection, the drop point is very attractive. Let's go back to Instagram and take a peek at Brother Ian.
Whew.
Have you taken anything for your allergies? You don't take stuff for that, do you?
No. I was a while back taking like a you know, mucus relief or whatever the fuck it's called. But I didn't the last couple of days. It just like started creeping back up. I thought it was all gone. Now it's just driving me fucking nuts. I'm actually gonna stop my shit for a minute here and blow my nose.
I've heard a lot of people getting good relief with Flonase, but you have to use it for like a week or so. That's a gorgeous design, Ian. That's got to be some kind of scam. Check that out. Y'all see that pop up on my screen? A little drama in the middle of I like that little beast too. I've almost bought it several times. It's more of a want than a need. I've got a little launch. I'll still love the Posty. The Austin Malone. But yeah, these are artistic photos. The way I look at it, they're just well done. They're thought out, and I know that the thing that makes the best photos are not really thinking them out. So Ian will probably say these are just on the fly, which they are probably. But the time, the photography skills are just on point. I love that one already.
All right. Hopefully, I can stop sniffling for like at least 5 minutes. Right? Jeez, Louise, fucking
Man, I hope
driving.
you feel better.
It's
What's up,
just annoying,
Mario?
right?
Mary Salt,
Fucking-
One Moon, channel member.
yeah,
Guys, make sure you register in that video up top.
I found it. I don't remember what the fuck it's called, but this is
Is
like
that
the
the
only
artisan?
little. What's that?
Is that an artisan?
Yeah, yeah. It's a Laconico design. I don't remember what the fuck it's called right now off the top of my head. But it's a decent little knife and everything. But I never fucking hardly ever carry it. It's very rare that I do. So it's got a little front flipper and then just but one pocket or one thumb stud, which is I wish they would have made it with two.
Is it
But
reversible? I noticed Jared switched.
no, it's got the see how it's got that little dip. It's like a perfect sized little hole there for the thumb stud to fit in.
It's
So it
press
would be
fit.
cutting through the liner. I mean, maybe someone could mod it. I don't know, but whatever. It's a decent looking knife. I like it. It's not like it's bad in any way, shape, or form. I just never fucking carry it.
I'm in this week, and I haven't gotten a chance to send out more knives to Satu. I've got 3 more to send him.
It's not that one, Bama. This one's a thinner design. The one that you're talking about has like a hole. I have that one too, but it's taken apart right now. He's Laconico's got a new. I don't know if you follow his Instagram,
I
but they're
do.
doing a new CJRB version of one of his knives that looks pretty cool. And I kind of MBK came out with like their budget version of the old guard, and for whatever reason they went with that like kind of clip point that they use on the pincer, which I'm
Yeah.
not a huge fan of all their knives. But then he came out, they're doing this, and I think this blade shape looks far better than the one that they put on their own MBK release.
And the scale look really interesting for some reason. Something about the scale material.
Well, I think that blade shape looks awesome.
I just wonder how it is. Or I wonder if that magnet mod would work out nicely with that.
They're doing it as an Access-esque style and a button lock too, I guess. I don't fucking know which one they're, because on CJRB's website they showed it as a button lock too. Yeah, if they did the warning budget version, that'd be awesome.
The Pyrite and the little mini Pyrite are both great knives. I can't complain with either of those. I mean, they're just done very well.
Yeah, all those I think are pretty, not all, but most of those things that he's been doing.
Yeah, they're hard.
His customs are pretty badass looking.
Yeah, I've got to kind of suck my nuts up and get ready to go to the Nashville knife show Friday. That could leave them all for science. I'll do it for you people.
For science, huh?
Well, no, there are a couple of things that I'm hoping to. Rob Tenring, what's up? Jimping on the CJRB? I didn't look.
No idea.
Because we can go to their site too if it's not showing here.
Oh yeah, there was a little bit across the very front top. I don't know what it was, but yeah, there was a little bit on there.
We can go look at CJRB. Probably has it like pocket metal.
Yeah, there's
it's got jimping up on the. It reminds me of an AD 20.5 blade and size. That's what I see. With a little different handle, but when I see the blade, that's what I think of. I think it's a nice looking knife.
It doesn't. It doesn't to me. I don't get that at all from it.
No, it's just again. I look at that. I'm very simple, and as a, I I've got 4 20.5s and an arcade, and that blade shape's just very appealing to me. And I think a lot of knives look like it. Ooh, the CJRB.com site's not secure. We're not going there. Let's go
Their Instagram?
CJR.
No, I was looking at their Instagram page. They showed it just like
Well,
they had two different.
it's probably under Artisan Cutlery. Yeah, it's Artisan Cutlery site. So here they are. Let's look at this. Let's look at these. And I have no affiliation with CJRB Cutlery. But that looks like the knife,
Sure?
right?
No.
That's a pyrite. That's a pyrite. Hold on.
Yeah. They may not have it out there yet since those are just protos supposedly. At least that's what Ray said. So it's not for sale yet. It's still being prototyped.
What's this little mica? That's kind of cool.
That looks like the fucking, almost like the fucking original banter, the baby banter.
Well, it looks very much looking at my little mini pyrite, except it's got thumb studs instead of a hole. Like this guy right here.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks very similar to that with a different blade and the thumb stud. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be out. Yeah, here it is. Isn't that it? No? Is he doing it as a button lock too, or as a flipper too? Do you know?
I don't know about flipper. From what I mean, the only two things I've seen are it's got the hole, but it's just fucking either the whatever they call their access crossbar lock thingy, and the button lock. I'd probably honestly, I'd probably buy both of them and send one of them back.
Depending on which one you didn't like as much.
Yeah, because that's pretty cool looking.
That's the new one, the frag. I was going to ask what y'all think about that.
I don't like frag handle. I don't like that shit at all. But I mean, the overall shape of the knife I like.
I think they've got it in some other. And I like this little mica in Ultim. I'm kind of digging the Ultim. I don't know why. But they've got the little mini pyrite and a lot of different finishes. Carbon fiber for $52, and I'm sure it's cheaper than that at Blade HQ or wherever. I shouldn't have said Blade HQ, Blade H Screw.
White Mountain.
Wherever you can find it. Here's a flat one, Frack, that doesn't have the. Those are stainless steel. I think I've seen it in titanium too, because those are pretty heavy.
I would rather honestly just it be if it was like out of those two or just like plain G10. I'd rather just go with plain G10.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have a problem with G10.
It's not my favorite, but I just don't like those flat steel scales. Or, like I said, I'm not a frag person at all. I don't. It's just doesn't appeal to me. I think the first time I saw it, like I said, with it being on the oh fuck, what are those guys? Those knives. The guy designs it out of Seattle, but I don't know what the fuck. I can't remember. He's got it's a little company. Anyways, me forgetting shit again. That was like the first time I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks cool." And then after that, it just was fucking overrun everywhere, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't. It's not for me. It's just getting a little bit."
What's up, Pat? 1 minute night review. I'm getting behind. I don't know how that happens because I try to keep it rolling. Is there any way that it'll just auto roll, or do I have to drive it? There we go. But I've really enjoyed this little Ali P from Ware Knives, one of their only production knives. This is a custom maker that I was following. And this is made by Riot. And it's a smaller knife, but for me, it has just been a great in-pocket knife. Dr. Drew Dude, what is up, brother? But I love that little bad boy. And I think I saw a thumbnail from Tri-State today where he put out one, and he might have read the specs wrong. He might have expected it to be a bigger knife. I didn't watch the video yet.
That's weird. Started echoing. Maybe I'm crazy.
Your head?
Who knows?
When I logged into StreamYard today, and I know this doesn't affect you, but it might affect Jason when he comes on. They said something about Android. There's this big blue message, and it says that Android's having intermittent echo problems, and it's on the Google side of things. It's kind of like a weird disclaimer saying it's not us, it's them.
Right.
which must be a valid Google issue, or I don't think you'd go out throwing shade to however many members they've got.
Oh, Rob just said that no more Ultim for him. It cracks too often.
That's very. Is it plastic or is it a different
It's
material?
supposed to be harder than plastic. I don't know
Right.
what the fuck it is.
I used to get it in the vape world as
But
drip
I
tip.
mean, saying it's harder than plastic is a very vague statement because there's fuckloads of different kinds of plastic, right? So I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's one of those things where sometimes I see it and I think it looks okay, but a lot of times, especially on those like knives that we were looking at, like the CJRB shit, it looks like it wasn't thought out too well, and like the underside of the knife just doesn't look like it should be see through. You know what I mean? I don't know. Fuck, it's me. Whatever.
Awesome, Michael. And NFK20, that's awesome, buddy. Think of the money you saved just from not smoking for 8 days. I was smoking when I was a big cigarette guy. I'd buy 2 packs a day, smoke about a pack and 3/4.
Yeah, I've never been into that much. When I was in high school, I did a little bit, but man, the prices of that shit these days is fucking insane.
Well,
Like I
being a
can't believe.
smoker is different. Like if you just did it when you went out to bars or stuff like that, that's one thing. But I was a wake up with one, go to bed with one. Makes my stomach hurt thinking about it.
That sucks. Rob
But
said
I've been
that.
a big fan in the titanium knives, and this is one of the purchases I was going to make in Nashville. I was going to buy some scales for my nerds. I've got a couple of TRM nerds, the little small guys that are very ergonomic and very slicey. But I saw a post on Instagram last weekend. And it was so catchy, it just got me. It was like, I'm the lonely Magna Cut nerd in the nerd section, and nobody's bought me yet. And I went thinking it would be gone, and it was still there. And my 2 nerds are CV or 20 CV. So this is actually Magna Cut, and it already came with the scales. And really, when you look at the price of a nerd with scales already on it versus the price of buying these milled contoured scales, the nerd is the best part of the value. So I was really stoked to grab it. It's such a good little 5th pocket knife.
So when you carry it that way, which I mean that looks, I don't know if that would fit in my jeans in my 5th pocket.
Yeah, it
Carry
does.
like I
Let me
can.
get the dimensions. So you've got a hedgehog, right?
No,
You don't have a regular hedgehog?
nope.
Right, let me grab the bar leg.
I like the biggest thing I ever put in there is like these, or not the biggest, but like I carry that little GEC guy in my 5th pocket sometimes, which is very small.
Well, you've got this guy, right? I'm just trying to get you something for size reference.
Nope,
You don't have this too, son?
nope. I don't usually carry that. I think is that as big as like the white bone handle guy.
It's a little bit smaller. I'm trying to find a white bone handle guy. Well, here, we'll look
Um,
at this guy, right? Just for size comparisons. And
so
this is
right, so that that fits in like I have a pair of jeans on now, as some of you may or may not know. I know I'm a large person, but a lot of times I am wearing tight as all fuck jeans. In my looser fit jeans, it'll fit in that 5th pocket. The problem I have is like sitting down and stuff. It may force it to like shoot out, and then you might drop your knife and not fucking notice
because it's too tall.
Yeah,
See, this
might shoot out of the pocket. So maybe if it was a clipped knife, it would be not that bad. But I never, I usually just carry 2 regular in my.
that one I just clip in my 5th pocket, and you can see how much thinner and shorter it is.
Yeah.
I just stick it in my 5th
So that
pocket.
is, it is a decent small. Yeah, it's hard for me
I'm
to.
happy to send you a nerd. I've got a couple of them if you want to just see how the size fits out.
It's whatever.
They're
it's
cool little
it's one of those things that like I have a few smaller. Well, do I? I can't remember. I don't tend to go towards too small of knives. Like even like this little guy, I'll carry it, but it's never like something that this is like my only modern knife if I'm carrying this. You know what I mean? The little Para 3. It'll
Right.
be something that's like in my left pocket or something like that. It's not like I'm one of those people that carries giant fucking knives, but at the same time, I think that this is just a little too small to be the only thing in my pocket. I don't fucking know why. Not really any good reason for it. I'm just thought.
Project X is at the ranch, and you can get Satu to do a thumb stud mod on it. Full nose is a second. Yeah, I usually carry in my left pocket a slip joint, so I don't carry the fifth pockets as much. But
Oh, it'll loosen, man. Yeah, mine's super. You can just pinch it open on my bull that I like. The red one, I have the red and the green from the, I think it was 21 drop, or is it 21? Yeah, 21. So this one is still a little bit like you can't. No, I can pinch it now. So it's nothing crazy. Yeah, you can just pinch it open after you've fucked with it a little bit. The green one's a little bit even easier than that. They loosen up. If you ever get something, I wouldn't suggest it on the bull nose because it breaks in pretty easy. There's been a few knives that I've done the kind of leaving it open at like this, and that'll help stretch the spring out a little bit quicker for you if you leave it at like a an angled thing versus uh closing it properly, and that'll help it go a little bit faster. But there's no reason on the bull nose it'll break in.
and guys, we're gonna go love bomb and do the well, we might do the middle giveaway first, because I'm gonna try to keep it. It's weird, since Arizona doesn't change time, and we had change of time. Said faction is now at 11:10 my time. So what's up, Sobex? So I think I'll probably shut her down right around the time. I think they start at 11:10, and I want to have everything kind of wrapped up by then, just so we don't cut into their time. So it kind of throws it up an hour, which I don't mind. I just know it's tough to try to watch two streams. So
I can't remember what time. What time zone are you in? I forget.
I'm in the central time zone, central
Okay.
standard, according to Doug, depending on what time of the year you're looking at. So right now it is 9:10 here. I think it's probably 7:10 where you are, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I think where Steve is at 7:10, I think Arizona
Yeah, the whole
has always
California,
stayed 7:10,
Oregon, and Washington is the same thing.
because for some reason that's why they moved from 11:10 to 12:10 was when the time changed last time, which made me think that maybe Maddie in Arizona stays neutral and y'all go up and down like we do.
We're supposed to. What's the funny thing is they voted a year ago or 2 years ago or some shit. I don't remember.
Got it.
And everyone voted for us to not be bouncing around like that. And the federal government has to like approve us to not be able to do it or some shit. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. But we said we don't want to do it no more, and everyone's like, we're still doing it.
Well, it throws things off because it's weird that some. I mean, I don't think we should change times, but what do I know? I'm just a goob. But
It was like everyone says it's good for farmers, but there's like 12 farmers left. Like seriously, like just there's not a lot of farmers as there as it used to be back in the day. It's not the same amount of people that are farming, and also it's just like then if you need to wake up at a different time, just fucking wake up a different time. You don't gotta like make everybody else like you know what I mean. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. I would like it to not change. It's kind of annoying. It gets dark at like 3 o'clock here now.
oh god, it's terrible. It gets like 4:45, 5 o'clock here. It's like done.
Well, during the summer, it like right now it's 7 o'clock. During the summer, it'd be fucking bright daylight still, and now it's pitch black at starting like 3:30. It seems like.
Neil McKenzie, channel member, what is up?
But then again, some days it
I'll
just
make
doesn't
sure you
fucking.
register
There's
for
no
the
sun
Tucson
anyways.
that we're going to give away. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Channel members, because I'll probably draw for it, even though you don't have to be here to win that. Let's make sure everybody gets registered. Dan B, what's up? Hey, it looks like Brother Grant might be here. What's up, buddy? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you good, dude.
Oh, nice. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose, dude.
Take your time.
I'm glad I'm not the only one with this problem.
Super
Were you here
prepared.
Pocket Metal when I was showing the Kill Bill and the other three?
No, I haven't seen that one. I saw one of them that had like the blade was, I don't know, it
Yeah,
looked
it's
like
this
it
one
was
right here.
sharpened on the reverse side or something. I couldn't tell what the hell was
I'm
going on.
slipping on the reverse side, but it's just my little Slurpee saver.
Oh
It's got a
yeah.
sledge here. It's a
Oh,
tall
okay.
flat grind too.
I've seen a few people making knives as of recent. I mean, I know it's been something in the past where it was like that, but just sharpened on that top part. And I'm like, what the hell? It's, I mean, I guess it's maybe a tactical thing or some shit,
Yeah, I
but
think it is. I think if,
I
and a
don't know
lot of
what the
people
fuck.
by sharpening both sides, if you're just looking to poke and jab, but this is a thin, full, flat, slicey grind. I mean, all of these knives, this little tiny one, and I put edges on all of them, but the little tiny guy is the 3/4 flat.
How do you like that guy? That little dude.
I love this guy, dude.
I just sent him to you right off the grinder. I didn't even strop them or anything. Those were right off my grinder
Did you
because I
see the
know
unboxing I sent you a link of?
I did. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
sliced right off the grinder, and then I put an edge on it.
yeah. I figured. I know you told me you like to do that when you're watching TV.
Oh yeah,
Sharpen your stuff, right?
I do. I geek out on it. It's just kind of
Yeah,
therapeutic for me, like cutting paper.
yeah. No, I hear you.
What have you been up to, dude? I want to make you big.
Nothing. I just wanted to show off a couple of these little fixies, dude. I've been working on. These ones are
That
cool,
grind
man.
is so unique.
Oh, it is. So it's okay. So here, hold on.
What's up, sharp guy?
Okay, so like a compound grind. I've never been real into compound grinds personally. So a regular compound grind, you have like a flat grind in the back, right? Here, let me see if I
Yep.
can turn my light up a little. Hold on. Anyways, you have the flat grind in the back, a hollow in the front, or sometimes it'll be vice versa. But the thing I don't like about compound grinds, and I know there's a functional reason behind it, but I don't care. Um, the thickness will change when you go, say, from the hollow to the flat. You'll always notice on the sharpened edge, it gets fatter, right? Behind one of them.
Sure.
Whatever's
The flat.
thicker, whatever's thicker behind that edge. Makes sense?
Yeah, because your
So,
hollow's not going to be as thick transitioning.
correct. But on these ones, this is more for looks. The thickness behind the edge is exactly the same all the way through. So when you sharpen it, you're going to have a consistent edge thickness all the way across. Where it changes is behind the edge as it goes up.
Like about
Then,
halfway up.
right, then the hollow will be thinner normally than the flat grind. But on these, I taper the whole thing down. I call it the stairway to heaven. So the blade stock actually starts getting thinner. So it's just super fucking slicing and looks cool. Honestly, I just did it because it looks fucking badass. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it's highly functional. Like you said, it cuts just like the two you sent me that are, I mean, they
Correct.
cut as well as anything you would want.
But it has the look of a compound, but it's not a compound. It is and it isn't. Does that make sense?
It is, but it starts higher up the blade.
Yes. And you have that consistent edge thickness all the way across. So they're good for EDC knives, right? When you're just going to be opening, like shit we open, like Amazon packages and, you know,
Stuff
I
like
don't know
that.
if
Sure.
you know what I mean? Like everyday carry knives. It's kind of like the perfect edge. Looks cool, but you don't have to worry about, because on a compound grind, on a regular one, when you start moving up the blade after you've sharpened it 5 or 6 times, you got a real problem when it's super fucking thick behind the edge, like too thick.
Right.
Now for a camping knife or something you might actually whittle wood with, you know what I mean? Like that
That's a
makes
different
sense.
use case, though. The way I look at the little
Correct.
J cows, the way I use them is just for EDC, and I call it
Yep.
urban EDC stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, I've got the
Exactly.
IG, and I'm gonna throw it right here, and then we'll look at his IG page. but that's the best way to reach out to Jason is just to DM him. Isn't that right, Jason?
Yeah, that's the best way.
On
Or
Insta?
or yeah. And then if you want, I'll just give you my number. But yeah, I
Yeah, don't
return all my
dox
messages.
yourself.
What's that?
I said don't dox yourself. Don't give the number out on the
Oh,
on the
I don't.
stream. I've been
No,
watching a lot of this crazy gossip streaming. Pocket Mill usually puts me in timeout for even mentioning this. But yeah, it's real.
it's
The
real.
IRL streamers and all the weirdness.
Oh wow, really?
Oh yeah.
I must not be big enough yet. I haven't had any weirdness so far, except for me.
Well, doxing's a big thing where I won't go into the drama, but this big streamer that YouTube protects went out and
Uh-huh.
doxed this guy who'd been pointing out that she'd been stealing content from other creators.
Uh-huh.
And that's a big thing to go take a picture in front of somebody's house and with your 5.2 million followers on an Instagram live when you've got 21 million subscribers on YouTube. And then
Oh,
YouTube gave her a week suspension and gave kind of them both a slap on the wrist.
oh, weird.
I'm going to give everyone my address, but when you show up, you have to bring a pizza.
Right. Yeah.
Jim Miller, what's up, brother? I'm sure Ian's not ignoring you. And guys, I think Brass Brigade should be scrolling on the bottom too.
Look at the little kitchen knife I made. I don't do a lot of this stuff.
It's so shiny, dude.
Yeah, that's fuck, I don't know, 400 grit.
Do you know what steel it is?
What's that?
Do you know what steel it is off the top of your head?
This one?
Yep.
This one's CPM 154.
It looks very polished.
Yeah, it's just right off the belt grinder. I have a way where
Mike.
I use just a surface conditioning belt. It's
Now everyone's
basically
asking what kind of pizza. Tactical Terry says he's bringing meat lovers.
It's not very helpful, Terry.
Dude, that just looks absolutely ridiculous.
Thank you. This one has a little coffin scales.
What are those scales? They look kind of shimmery.
They're teal Arctic carbon fiber, fat carbon fiber.
And on the Kill Bill, do you remember I'm looking at it? Is it my Carta with a yellow G10?
Hot Pockets are acceptable, yes.
It's I think that's just black G10, but
Oh, gotcha.
With yellow G10 liners. But the G10 I use, I buy it from this plastic company, and if you look at it real close, it almost looks like it has a texture to it.
Yeah, it does. That's what I was thinking. It was my Carta.
Yeah, I used to buy my G10 from like a lot of knife places, but I found better places where they buy theirs from, and I pay a little more for it, but it finishes much better than like the stuff you buy from knife supply places, like way better. Same with my Ultim. I use Ultim that's actual real Ultim. Like it's not fake Ultim. It's
Hey,
actually
talk about that for a second, because somebody earlier in the chat made a good point, and I'm sure this has to do with a lot of the Ultim that Kaiser and Civivi's selling, but he was having problems with it cracking around the pivot. Do you see that on Ultim as a whole?
That's Fultum. That's fake Ultim. That's not real Ultim. Real Ultim, first of all, you buy it in sheets, right? Like if you buy it from the actual manufacturer that makes P1000 Ultim, that's the company. There's a lot of fake Ultim out there, and a lot of the Chinese knife companies use it. That's why you're having issues. The Ultim I use, it's kind of like the Glock of knife material, right? Like polymer to Glock.
Right.
Glock's such a good gun because the plastic that they use is like indestructible. That's kind of like using real Ultim as opposed to Fultum, the fake Ultim.
It makes perfect sense. You wouldn't have the stress. Well, I remember when I first was introduced to Ultim, it was from the vaping industry, and the Ultim too did not conduct heat because they were a lot stronger.
Correct. And real Ultim cost more than G-Carta, Micarta, vintage Micarta. It costs way more than all that shit. It's the most expensive material I use.
Dude, I've got
Like
this little DJ cowl that I wear around my neck, and I know you can't hear me when I turn, but let me
I can hear you.
This little guy right here. Well, you can't see it. Let me bring me up for 1 sec.
Bring you up.
Well,
Yeah, that's real Altum. Yeah.
I mean,
I
it just
just
seems like it reminds me of amber. I don't know why, but that to me just looks clean. Doesn't look plasticky.
yeah, and I only know the difference because I made the mistake and I bought some Altum, for the better price and instantly regretted it. Yeah, I threw it away. There definitely is a difference. I forget the technical name, but if someone wants to know, just DM me and I'll look in my little my emails and find out the name. There's an actual name brand that makes the real Altum. That's the stuff I use. But
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
So what
it's
all are
good
you working
stuff.
on that you're going to have ready this week?
Just
There's a
really
couple-
these things, I don't know. I know not everyone likes these compound grinds, but dude, these ones I've been doing, the Stairway to Heavens, I just like the way they look. Like this thing's pretty fucking mean. But I'm going to be doing more J-Cals like this, but just with like hollow grinds, flat grinds, you know. But I
Dude, your
like
flat
this.
come down amazingly thin. I have a real hard time when I do reviews getting at the edge thickness. I try to get it right above the bevel,
Right?
but I mean it was very, very thin. I mean it was like slicing paper before it had an edge on it.
Yeah. So that's when I grind my knives, when I'm doing like, especially on a slicer, like your Kill Bill knife, that's like a specific knife I made to be like, a box destroyer. Um, that's what I do. I grind the bevels down and I know they're thin enough when I can cut paper without sharpening it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Now, might not
Because
be
it's
the
the
cleanest.
geometry. The
Right.
geometry you start with, it was so easy for me to put an edge on those. I did it with my little work sharp field sharpener and
Cool.
literally probably gave it 10 passes on the rough and I kept the angle real low and
Uh-huh.
then 10 passes on the 600 or whatever. And
Uh-huh.
dude, it was like, and then I read it across the strop a few times and it was just butter.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I've just been really on my knives now because I've only been doing it a year making fixed blades. Um, I've just been trying to get all the little, now I'm working on dialing everything in, like getting that perfect thickness behind the edge, the consistency, angles exactly the same. And everything when you look at my knives, they're pretty even Steven across the board. Every once in a while, you might be like, oh, this jimp looks 1/1000th of an inch thicker than the next one. But that's because I'm doing everything freehand with no jigs, no file guide, no calipers. I just run it. Kind of like when I tattoo.
Well, dude, I mean, and you're doing it by hand. And after I did, because all I filmed was the unboxing, but then I hung out with them today for a while. And when I do the like overview deep dives of them, the consistency is, and you've been doing this a year, but the consistency is sick. It really is. I mean, hats off to you.
Thank you. Oh, and I
Really
have been
cool
messing
shit.
around more with jimping and doing disco jumps. Do you see this shit?
I will
Or
be
like
able to
I'm
do it on a bigger screen.
all right. I'll show you this battle bar real quick to show you the new jimping I've been doing. Can you see this?
Yep. So has it got cuts on the side too?
Yeah. That's because since this is a battle bar, so you have your edge, right, to cut shit. But then I do jimping on the top. So if you want to pry, you have some traction right there also.
That's so cool, dude.
Right.
I
And
gotta get
then,
one of those when you get caught up.
yeah, I like these. They're cool.
I think a little mini battle bar would just be the bomb.
So I got like this little mini one. This
Oh,
one has
dude.
more of a point though. So you can actually use it more as a cutter.
But
But
the other corner's more of a pry.
yes, this one is.
Is
I
that a
don't know.
chisel?
Yes, this is a chisel grind.
Hmm.
Yeah, this one's pretty nasty, dude. And then it has
Just so
like
you
the
guys know, those holes in the blade, because again, these aren't hard use knives, but they really help the Kydex lock in like you wouldn't believe.
oh yeah, did you notice your that one I sent you with the green Kydex?
You saw my text, right?
Which one?
Telling you to send me a dollar amount on this one because
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going to buy
yeah.
it.
I did, yeah.
But yeah, the Kydex locks in to that hole like nobody's business.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
It's very
You
cool,
just get
dude.
with that one, I think you got to be careful because of that, that cliff point or whatever you call it, Bowie, whatever blade shape that fucking thing is.
Yeah,
When you
like
put it in, you got to kind of put it at a weird angle only because of that huge upsweep. You'll snag. You know what I mean, right?
yeah, exactly. You kind of roll it in.
Yeah, but whatever. I mean, people that
Well,
buy
dude,
these kind of
those
knives
text
know
me
that.
the little one, the little chisel grind by your left hand. Yep,
Uh,
right there, the bottom one.
this little dude,
Yeah,
this dude's
focus on
badass.
that when you
This
send me the
guy,
price of it. Yeah, I'm
yeah, for
very
you.
interested in that.
Okay, yeah, this one's cool, and I could change the finish, but I like the fucking burnt finish on this.
Yeah, do it however you want to. I just like the shape. I like the little battle corner, and
Yeah,
I
this one's
want
cool.
to buy that. Just send me a number.
And then it has a pry bar in the back, like an
Yeah, I think that's
actual.
too cool. And whatever handle material you think, dude.
Yeah, this one you could go with or without, but for this, I would say this new textured peely ply I've been using. That's on this.
I'd love that, dude. Your choice.
Yeah, I would just keep it simple. Just do black peely ply, and it's textured, so it has a lot of grip.
Sold. And guys, y'all send Jason a DM if y'all are interested in anything, or most importantly, his Instagram scrolling on the bottom. Just give him a follow because he's post stuff every day. I try to reshare it because I think it's super cool. So he'll start probably working on other stuff sometime during the week because he'll be inspired. That's just how he
Oh,
rolls.
it's Veterans Day, right? So from now until Sunday, my trippers, real special price on these this weekend. Just because I'm trying to get rid of some so I can move on to my next folder project. 160 shipped until Sunday.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Y'all hear that?
$100, $100 less than they are on my website.
I was happy to get this one for $250. Let me go to 3 screens.
Yeah, 160 from
Do
now
you have
until
both
Sunday.
finishes?
What's that?
How do I get it to all of us the same? Hold on.
All of us the same.
All right, this is weird. There we go. So you've got both finishes, right? The gray
Yep.
and the black.
Yes, sir.
Guys, this is a great knife at $250. What I paid for it, and at how much you say? 169.
160 shipped.
160 shipped.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get money for my next folder, which I know you'll be stoked on, as I will be too.
Yeah, I've seen it or seen
Yeah.
I know it's going to be a little changed, but yeah, this guy
Yeah.
right here, guys, is a winner. If you like pokey stabby Tontos, get OEM by Best Tech, $160 shipped. Just DM Jason. Don't buy it on the website because
Yeah, no. Part of the reason I like people buying them through my DMs too is because then I get to, follow them and then, watch them post it and be stoked on it. And I don't know. I just like following the people that buy my stuff, to be honest with you,
Absolutely. Having a
Yeah.
connection with your market is a good thing.
Yeah. But that's it, man. Just working away, trying to do the little J cows, selling some trippers.
Dude, I'm going to do, like I said, an overview on these pretty soon. I'm loving them. And send me the price on the one with the blade holes because I do want it and that little small chisel with the bar.
Okay.
Hit me with both of those and I'll go ahead and get you paid for them.
Cool. Yeah, I'll hook you up, dude.
I appreciate you, dude.
Thank you.
Have a great night, guys.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to go hang out with the kid now.
All right, bud. If
All
you
right,
forgot
man.
anything, feel free to jump in anytime.
I will. All right, guys. Have a great weekend, man.
You too, buddy.
Bye, guys.
Later. Very cool stuff. Not as cool as my finger axe, but cool.
As soon as the guy leaves the stream, Javon's like, but this
I'm
is
joking.
cooler than all the shit he makes.
I'm kidding. But this is a finger cutter. If you have
Such a great host.
I think if you had a big finger, this thing would just rip you up. I don't think I probably should send it to you or send it to Justin, because I don't think if you had big hands that you could
If
use
it fills your finger, then it's going to be problems for other people.
To me, it was more of a curiosity. But guys, I'm gonna have to get up and get paper. Oh, I've got some paper right here.
Plus, I'm not gonna lie. If you send it to me, I am gonna put it on my wiener.
Oh, I know it'll come back soiled. Let me grab a little piece of this field book paper without dropping that off into my crotch. I don't know if y'all watch, since we're live, I guess I can say this, but on all my review videos now and my unboxings, if you'll notice at the bottom of my mat, it's healed up now, but there's a nip unboxing. The last nip I unboxed, I actually sliced my finger when I was unboxing it and bled on my mat. I tried to clean it up and it will not clean up. See how slicey that was? And that's me spending like 2 or 3 minutes on it on the work sharp before the stream. And again, it's just a tall flat grind, and he calls it the Kill Bill because of the colors. That black G10, which I thought it was micarta because it's textured. My cameras don't do it justice. With that yellow liner and that red lanyard tube. But that's a full flat. It's very slicey. And then I did not put this curved one on the... I did not put this curved one on the stone yet because my brain wasn't up for it to try to hold that angle.
I got several questions about that thing. What is that little like circular half circle thing? What the hell's going on there?
I think that's just stylistic so that when you jab it in somebody and pull it out, it leaves a bigger exit wound. And you've got a nice choil that looks very similar, but I don't think it's not sharp back there, because I asked the same question to myself, and I should have asked Jason, but I'm sure he would have said he just did it because he was jamming on the style, right?
Gotcha.
And the holes are to lock in. That's how where he puts his points on the Kydex sheath.
Gotcha.
And it really does
so
lock
extra
it
little
in.
bit
That's
of
kind of his
retention
way of doing it when it doesn't have heavy jimps. But this guy is just off the grinder wheel, and it's a tall flat, and it's just a slicer. And it's got that little handle. And this, I think, would be a pretty good self-defense knife, even though I don't ever think about having to do that. Plus, I'd cut myself trying to turn it around sideways because I'm an idiot. But I think my favorite, and I really need to get in touch with Joe, Lancelot Leather, because I want a little pocket dropper for several of these. Where'd that little guy go?
I don't know.
I've lost a knife.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, but it's a little fixed blade, and I rarely lose those. Let's see if I'm just...
Oh, man.
2 over there instead of 3. Did I stick it back here? Nope. Nope. All right, I'll find it in a little bit, guys. But that little Warncliffe with the 3/4 grind, I put a really good edge on it. Where is that motherfucker? That's bizarro. Only one thing to do. All right, we're about to give something away because I'm getting frustrated.
And you may win a bonus fixed blade because who knows where it ended up.
I wonder what I did with it, because I didn't get up and go anywhere yet. And everything was on this table, and Tippy hadn't been in here messing with me. Anyway, I was going to cut paper with the other one, but alas, we cannot. But while we have people in here, I think we should go. I'm going to find, because what I'm going to give away, first off, I I had to make room since I fell off the nip train and have a bunch of them. So I'm going to get rid of the Devo Pony Stout I bought because I had to use the whole. I'm trying not to buy any more cases, and I'm going to cycle knives through my collection. And this is a great little knife. It's a little bit bigger than like my Neutron. When you talk about a fifth pocket knife, pocket metal, this is bigger. I think of this kind of the same size as like a Spyderco Little Native.
Yeah.
So if you look at the Baby Banter, this knife's bigger than it. It's right under the size of a bug out, but it's got a good finger choil and it's a good primary knife, like a smaller primary knife.
Like, I'm gonna have to find tomorrow or something when I feel like putting on a different pair of jeans. I'm gonna have to see what I can fit in my, because I think I think my fifth pocket must be a lot smaller than yours. I have to find out because on most stuff it seems like.
And I'll send you a couple to try out. Just see what you can fit in there, flip joint wise. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Rob's Nerdy Knives, and I'm going to find a video, and we're going to go there, and we're going to leave a comment. We're going to like his video, and we're going to subscribe if we haven't subscribed. He just passed, I think, 3,000, like 3,008, maybe a few more now. But in case or YouTube does anything weird, we'll see if we can give him a little bit of cush, and then I'll draw from those comments. I actually upgraded to the paid version of the YouTube comment picker because I think now I can do comments on Instagram posts too. But I haven't tried to figure that out. Look what I found.
You found the knife you lost.
Yep, it was under my freaking stitch. So Squirrel Brain has got to reach down and get this paper that I just threw under here. So this little guy is a 3/4 flat grind. See how it's flat at the top? And then it starts right here to the flat instead of being a full flat.
Yeah, the saber, some people might call that.
That I'll show when I do the overviews. These, what do you call those? Why am I blanking that? Jared always talks about it. Not the choil, but the swedge. No, the swedge is up here. Huh?
The ricasso?
No, what's the little thing where it starts getting thicker that you can't sharpen into, but you'll get a smile? This little thing right here.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Somebody in the chat, tell me what I've forgotten.
The plunge. There it is.
Thank you, Kresk. So, I've always known Jason did these by hand. So what I look at when they come in is how even they are. And you can't really see on this camera, but it's amazingly even. And this one spent probably 5 minutes on the stone because, again, I tell him to send them to me right off the grinder. Whoops, that was a rip. Cut it in. But a little cardboard destroyer. And the tip, I just love this little knife. But the sheath was too small for him to put a rivet hole in. So I've got to send it to Joe. And Joe might not be talking to me anymore because I've told him so many times I was going to send him a knife and never got around to it. But that was always before I had my label printer and my pirate ship account. So it wasn't easy for me to ship stuff. So now I've just got to put the knives together, make sure he'll be willing to do them, no rush, and send them off. But I've got several that need that.
Yeah, I need to do that just because getting to the post office before it closes is not something I'm really good at.
And that's what used to slow me down. And I've even gotten to where I will order like washer soap, my shower soap and stuff from Amazon so I don't have to get out and fuck with people. And what's great about Pirate Ship is I know kind of when my mail lady runs, and I'll just go stick that shit in the mailbox, put the flag up, and it's, knock on wood, everything's delivered. Pat D Nuts, that is awesome. That fixed blade looks really cool. I'm curious, I can't really tell the size. It looks about a little bit bigger than the Spiro in the handle. Let's see if I can find it. And then we'll we'll go do our first giveaway so I don't cut too much into Maddie's time. Let's see, where was I going to go? Where was I going to go?
Rob's Nerdy Knife.
No, but I was going to go look at something on Instagram real quick. What was I going to go look at? You don't remember?
I don't
I
think you
just
said.
said it. Oh yeah, the Spyro. I was going to go look at Asher to see how big that fixed blade is, because I've seen it posted on my phone several times. Look at that little guy. What he meant is that's all totally flat. So the compound stops right up here. So the hollow and the flat.
I don't think any of it's hollow, is it?
Yeah, I think this right here is.
I thought he meant it just looked like it was two different things because of that swedge.
And then I blend the two grinds together so that
I think that back part,
the thickness behind the edge stays the same all the way through.
I'll get it to go back because I wanted
removable scales, 6 1/4 inches long. Has my Stairway to Heaven grind. It's where the blade stock actually gets thinner as it goes toward the tip. Anyways, this thing's $160 shipped. Let me know if you're interested. Have a great weekend. Yeah, yo.
All right, I was going to go to Asher Knives real quick, and then we'll go to Rob's. Keep an eye out for Penis Whacker. He might show up. So let me. I think it's got copyrighted. Let me get my tape measure. Wow, I'm like tricking over this camera, trying not to knock shit over. All right. So that's 7 inches. Let me stop sharing. And then we'll go back to sharing. So that's a 7-inch knife, which for me, let's look at one of my bigger ones. Yeah, this one's 7 inches. So that's about the same length as the Asher. Now, the Asher won't be nearly this thick, but this is on the larger side of what I carry. What's up, Scotch? Yo, brother, you back in town? And I think this is about that same size too. This is 7 3/4. Now I do carry this because it's thin. It's the same size as my Axon. But most of the fixed blades I carry are around the 6 or 5 inch range, or even smaller. What's up, Scotch? I'm going to shoot you a link. I'm getting ready to do a giveaway. We're going to go over here to Rob's Nerdy Knives. Let me find it. Whoops.
I am gonna finish up some work here.
Dude, are you not going to sit down for the giveaway? At least register. Register for the Tucson. Drop a comment in there. That's the one that's pinned up at the top. You don't have to be here to win that.
Oh, it's okay. But you guys have a good evening.
Dude, tell Chimiette I said hello, rub the little furries for me, and you have a great night.
Will do. You guys have a good evening as well. And bye, everybody.
Good seeing you, brother.
See some of y'all on a Monday. Bye-bye.
I'm looking forward to it. Later, guys. All right. I'm trying to find us a video. He's at 3,010. All right, so we're going to go to this most recent video. I'm going to put a link in here in a second, and I'll pin it. This is for the barley. So there's 17 comments there now, but we're going to do a we're going to have to put a hashtag in there or something that I can filter by. So we'll just put Juhvon, Juhvon, somewhere, anywhere in the text. And I'm trying to scroll down because I just posted it. There it is. I was going to pin it, but it hadn't shown up yet. Sorry, guys. I'm on this other screen that's trying to play catch up, so I can pin that link up. Give me just 1 second, guys. It's got to come in a second, and I'll pin it, and you guys go leave Juhvon in a comment. Make sure you subscribe to Rob if you're not subscribed to him. If you are, just thumbs up the video and leave a was that it? Nope. And leave a comment with Juhvon in it. And I'm almost there where I can pin it. And then I'll watch it for just a little while, and we will
Hey, Marcel.
we will rock it. How are you feeling, buddy? Are you getting well?
Getting better, yeah. Yep.
Is it giving you time off?
No, we worked all day today.
Oh, damn, dude.
Nope.
Where is it?
So,
I'm looking for this link so I can pin it. And I don't know where I put it. I'm going to post it
excuse me.
again. Come on, damn it. Paste. And then put up at the top without these little. All right, I'll replace the pin message. I'll go back and I'll pin the member one if you guys haven't had a chance to register for that one. Yes, Scotch, I don't know if you were here earlier, but with Arizona being crazy and actually being smart and not changing around their time, that's thrown said faction is now at 11:10 because when they fell back, it didn't change Arizona. It happened when they moved back to midnight. So I'm going to try to shut her down by right around 11 so people can get over there. Because they started 11:10 now, an hour later, or hour earlier. But guys, if you see that link that's in there, there's 17 comments now. All you got to do is go over there, leave a comment that has Juhvon in it. All right, great. Y'all are getting up there. And we will use Juhvon as our drawn word. And we will be giving away, if I haven't lost it. And guys, I've only used this for reviews and for cutting paper. I should have the box, everything. So that's a good one. Did you see my grail that I picked up, buddy?
I'm so jealous.
I couldn't resist it. It showed up on NAS sale.
I saw you flicking it on, I think it was Monday night or something.
It's one of the Friday the 13th Gen 3s.
How much was it?
I think I talked him down to 8.
That's not bad because what's
they
retail?
sold for like
Weren't those like
$775.
$760 retail or something?
$775.
That's not bad. I almost. There was one for sale, and then he wanted a 9 for it. I'm like, God, I want to get on stuff like that. That is Bo Jackson. I finally got the room cleaned up. Started getting some stuff hung on the walls.
I love your board, dude. Is that a Cruise?
That one just came in. So
is that a Powell?
Yep. Chris Reeve. God, I'm backwards. Chris Reeve, Sabenza poster there. Tony Hawk deck. An old Nebraska thing my dad made. There's a Hinderer sign right behind me. I've got some more decks to hang up. I've got a McGill.
Gina Miz, what's up, brother?
Powell. God, what else do I have?
Dude, I was at Auburn, a student when Bo Jackson was our tailback, and I used to sit in the student section drinking with Wild Turkey on acid with my date and watch him when they would be running across, like they'd be running to the goal line opposite of us because the student section was behind the one end zone.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing to watch the defense just key on him and him look like he's not even moving horizontally in the backfield and then just take off down the field when he saw a hole. That dude could hit holes and had the most explosive freaking speed. He was
For how big, for
an
his
art
size,
to watch.
how fast he was. Yeah, my first professional baseball game I ever saw was when he was playing with the Royals when I was a kid. Yeah, I love Bo.
Hip up there.
Yeah, I want
Football,
to get some more decks, some more. I need some more. I gotta get some more shit hung up. So
well,
I've
you
got
got time now.
yeah, I got skateboard decks just laying on the floor behind me. So, oh
So
my
how many
God.
comments
Yeah,
we got? Let's see.
I definitely want a. How do you pronounce it? Is it Lamia?
Lamia or
Lamia?
Lamia. I
Lamia?
pronounce it
Lamia?
Lamia.
Yeah, that's on my list. I've been trying to. Well, I spent some money the other. Let's be honest. I've been spending money nonstop for months now.
So your no purchase November didn't work out.
No, I shit the bed on that. And my wife was like, "You got to slow down a little bit." I
I
mean,
can't
just
say
this
anything.
week it
I've
was
been
knife,
highly
knife, knife.
irresponsible.
Yeah, so I need to pick one up. I almost worked a deal tonight. Well, there's a Medford Artica a guy's
I saw
trying to
that.
sell, and Dave has one, and I have been chasing one for over a year now. So maybe someday I'll work a deal with Dave, or I don't know. I tried to sell some stuff last week just to kind of make my conscience feel better. So stuff that wasn't getting carried. I
See, I
get
have a hard
this.
time even doing that.
I got this stupid little thing in.
I saw your review on that. I thought it was very well done. Are you liking it more now that you carry it?
You know what? It's not a bad knife. It's a nice. I mean, it's thin. It's nice in hand. But they really did an injustice with this pocket clip. This pocket clip is atrocious, and for what they want to use it for, so it's really tight. So you need to bend it out. But for what they're talking about, what this knife is supposed to be like, oh, you're getting dressed up, you're going, you're in shorts, you're doing athletic stuff. It doesn't work in shorts like that. It works okay in jeans, like something hard to go over, but shorts, it just that lighter material, it just bunches it up and it doesn't want to come out. So yeah, you can bend it.
Is the clip mount behind the scale or is it one that would be replaceable?
Yeah, it's behind the scale, so it's reversible. And
Yeah.
it's the same clip that they put on the 707. And really, I think that's all this knife is. It's just a better version of that knife that came out 4 years ago. I bought that one when it came out. I don't know. The excuse, like, I mean, I watched USA Made Blades, Scott Whittingham. I've got a Bo Jackson rookie card up here somewhere. Talked about how ZT has a big knife but they don't know when it's going to be produced. Well, you've put out nothing but small stuff for the
But
last
that's
5
what the
years.
market probably screams for, like you said in your
But
video, in bigger numbers, right?
but and I mentioned it, like they'll sell more of a knife like this. There's more people in the market for a knife this size, than for a knife that size.
Right.
So I get it, but you're ZT, you're Kershaw, right? You're a big company.
You should be able to do both. You should be able to offer what sets your name apart and made people proud to own your knives, as well as
you should be able to, be able to produce both of them. In my opinion, maybe I don't know. Maybe there's only like 3 people there now. I don't know.
Junior Miz. It's not really fair because I was not in love with this knife until I spent some time with Ethan Ruins and played with his, and his was like a Gen 2. And I've only handled a Rosie in short times. I love it. And I think Lord Needham and I are gonna switch out because he wants to check out the Lamia. But I think they're both great knives, and I almost, because I'm an idiot, and the only reason I didn't, and I kind of regret not doing it, is because I didn't want to go through the messaging gymnastics of trying to get the guy closer to what he paid for it. But there was a Rosie on NAS sale about a week after I picked up that, and I just bring myself to do it. I would have felt like shit. And I've got to go to Nashville this weekend for the custom knife show up there. So that'll leave a mark.
Oh, dude,
So guys,
California
y'all
Custom
all
Knife Shows this weekend,
comment.
and I am so bummed.
What's got you bummed?
Oh, the California Custom Knife Shows this weekend. It just looks like a lot of sweet knives.
And Nashville's next weekend.
Yeah, I think I talked to my buddy today. I think we're going to excuse me, sorry. I think we're going to try and do Blade Show Texas. I think it's at the end of February.
Mhm.
So we're either going to plan our golf trip around that or just go down, because we can drive there in a day. It's a 10-hour drive from where we are. So even if we talked about it just to get to a show finally, we drive down the
So
night before, go to the show for a day, go home.
that's the way to do it. And if it even makes sense to go home the day after the last day of the show, so you can hang out with people that you meet, that you see, because Texas draws a lot of people in. And that's what I loved about it. I mean, you're walking around and you bump into people that you know or you've been in chats with, and you're looking at just some of the coolest knives. Has everybody gone over and left a comment? It looks like we're up to 54 comments. There are 65 of you in here. I just don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm getting ready to draw for this bad boy.
Rosies are, like, I've noticed in the Facebook groups, they're finally starting to come down in price.
What do you see them for? Because the one I saw on NAS sale that had titanium pivot and titanium hardware was like he wanted $1,300 for it.
Oh, dude, you can get them. You can find them for $8 something now. So,
Nice.
and it's funny because he's pumping so many out, and there's still the guys that are still trying to get. They'll still list theirs because they'll have gotten one from a lottery from him, and they'll still list them for $1,100, $1,200, $1,300. But there's guys selling light users every day for $8.50 to $9. Guys that are just getting brand new ones and just letting them go for $9. So
That's
you
awesome.
can
I know
definitely
that's
pick them
one
up
of
for
the-
under $1,000 now, anytime you want. So
That's one of the reasons that Oz didn't want to go back to the Blaze show, because he doesn't like the secondary market marking
Yeah.
them up. You know, it's something that really gave him. I think that's why he went to Maker Syndicate and sold all those right there.
oh, I get what he said. I mean, I understand he was mad because, like, what the one Blade show he went to,
It was Atlanta 2 years ago.
Atlanta, yeah, the guys, and I get it, man. I don't,
They would step right off the table and list
Yeah.
it.
and I mentioned it in the video the other day. I was doing payroll, and I had YouTube playing in the background. It was just knife videos, and it rolled over to some other. It was a Blade Show West, and just because he was a YouTuber and had a media pass, he got in early to film and just walked up and bought 2 knives, a Zon and a mini Arius. I thought that really just pissed me off. Like, I'm not there, but there's people waiting in line that spent money to fly there. And
I told Lefty, because I told him to do that, to take advantage of his pass, and he's just like you. He said, "No, dude, I'm not going to go buy something before somebody else has a chance to buy it. That's sleazy." Greg, make sure you leave a comment in that video up there for Rob's Nerdy Knives, because I'm giving away this little pony stout. NFK 20. But yeah, I mean, it's those shows can be good, and then again, they're people that are retailers, well-known retailers, that I can see why they justify selling it for a little more, like the Microtex that hit the market right after Blade Show, right?
like, I want to go to a show, I think, to see all the cool stuff.
Well, you get to see it all in one place.
Well, yeah, and find, I mean, every day there's a new knife maker that I find that's like, oh shit.
And when you walk around just to pick up cards, like I'll show you this guy. This is one of the things I'm going to spend money on. I've been using his card to cut, but I met him at Blade Show last year. 10 Knife Works. Let me show you his stuff real quick. And then we're going to do the drawing, and then we'll do the member drawing. Bear with me, kids. This will be worth it, because if you like fixed blades and you like one cliff blades, you will like Mag 10.
Yeah, I think it would be cool to meet people. Like I know
And I met
Brant
him
lives right by there.
Blade
I think
Show, walking
Doug,
around with beard and
don't you live in Texas?
these. So I'm meeting him. I've already messaged him. I'm going to meet him Friday in Nashville on the 17th. I don't like that, but check these warnings out. They are super thin. I'm not getting one all Damascus up. Let me show you. Look at like that right there. CPM 154, toxic green, carbon fiber 80s with G10 liners. Dude, and if you handle these, they're so thin. Let's see if I can find one.
You know, there was a Hinderer drop tonight too.
Yeah, I heard that.
They dropped some cool shit.
Did you grab anything?
I tried to get a couple wooden scale ones, and they kept selling out. Like it pisses me off. It says that it's that they're in stock, and you click on it and go to add it to cart, and it tells you there's an issue. I wish their website was, you know, it
I
shows
agree.
that
Their website is very hard to.
it shows that it's in stock and then nothing.
But this guy's stuff's next level. He's also got this that he's going to have there. His first slip joint. But what's got me are these guys right here. I love the look, the size. They're perfect EDC sizes, and they're just thin, slicey, beautiful knives. I want to say they're about $300 for a regular one. That's a little different. That looks custom. There's his little slippy. But yeah, just really good work, and I'm stoked to see some of these guys in person. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is grab the link. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over to my comment picker where I should be logged in. I'm going to post it. I'm going to filter duplicates, and I'm going to filter by words or hashtags.
Wow, there's some cool. Chris Reeve is bringing some cool stuff to California Custom Show. I've never seen him do any kind of black handled knife before, DLC, and that looks crazy.
All right, guys, has everybody dropped a comment? Let me know if you hadn't registered for the regular Pony Stout giveaway on the link that's at the top. I'm going to give it like 5 seconds, 10 seconds if somebody tells me they haven't yet. All right, I'm getting ready to do it. Let me share the screen. Let's get unique comments. Good luck, guys.
Good luck, everyone.
Let me get that. Congratulations. Let me get that. Are you still here, my man? Let me put my email address in here. Uh-oh.
Sorry, I chased off.
He didn't. He had stuff to do. He was just popping in like Jason was. Let's see. Here is my email address. Let me get that. Congratulations, brother. Sweet. Let me write it down. And then I was going to do just a random giveaway before we do the member giveaway. Because again, members don't have to be here as long as y'all sign up in the member deal. Where's my pen? All right. So let me get that.
Oh, did they drop Project X?
All right. Now, what I thought we would do is Mind of Milton also has a YouTube page. I'd written him down. Let me find. We're going to go do the same thing over at this video. He hadn't posted in a while, but he's at like 800. 858 subscribers. So what I want to do is I'm going to put a link to a video that I want you guys to go leave a comment with Juhvon, Juhvon in it, and then we will go over there. I'll give you all time, and we will we'll draw from this bad boy. So just throw a Juhvon in there. I'm going to pin it if it'll let me, and I'll show you what we're going to give away. Replace pin message. All right, it should be pinned up there now, and that should be a video, 5 knives that make me happy, at Mind of Milton's channel. So please like his video, subscribe if you haven't, watch a little of the video so YouTube knows you're and leave a comment that has the word Juhvon. And what this one's going to be for, let me get back over to here. It's going to be for this little brother, carbon fiber VG10 Orncliffe, sweet ass little split joint. And this is a box shredder and a paper destroyer. It's very, very thin. Very, very EDC. It's got a great sharpening choil. Fits standard slips. It's got nice walk and talk. And so that is going to go to this kind of random Mind of Milton Love Bomb giveaway. We'll knock this bad boy out. And then I'll throw the member video back up there to make sure y'all have all gotten in on that. And we'll give away the Tucson. So that's going to be knife number 2. Let me get back over to Mind of Milton, see if any progress. Got a bunch of comments. He had a bunch before we started. So we're at 72. All right, guys. Looks like y'all have found it. So y'all go over there and just leave a good congratulations. Let me get that. Did you see the email address that's up there, buddy? If you'll just shoot me your address to that email address, I will shoot you out, buddy. And then once you guys get over to Mind of Milton's and leave a comment, we'll pull that here real quick. Did you ever take any did you have anything that you had to take treatment for, or just kind of lay low key to get better?
No, it just kind of got progressively worse on, what was it, Wednesday night maybe?
Illuminati.
Wednesday night, Thursday, yeah, Wednesday night.
He gifted a membership to somebody who needs to go register for that. Let's see who won it. Bama Ninja. Timmy, you were gifted a membership from Illuminati. Thank you, Illuminati. And Timmy, go leave a comment in the member section. You've got access to that now for a month. Project X in stock at Stanford Custom Knives. FYI. Thanks, Pat D's Nuts.
So yeah, no. Wednesday night I was just coughing so bad I couldn't stop, and it was. I mean, it really hurt. And my
Illuminati,
wife
you're
swore I
awesome,
had
brother.
pneumonia, so she drugged my ass to the doctor, and it's just a really bad sinus infection. So I get them. I get a sinus infection. I need sinus surgery. They've done scans or whatever they do, and my sinuses are all jacked up. But the first thing the doctor, I get there and I get it. Like I look and sound like I have COVID, right? I'm telling them no. And first thing, so doctor wants you to have a COVID test. And then I wait around an hour, and finally the doctor makes his way in and
Thank you, brother.
hits me up with, have you had a COVID shot? I'm like, no. Well, it's really going around again. I mean, you're negative, but it's like you're a doctor. Come on, you know better. You know, don't. Why are we still pushing this shit? If you don't believe in that, or if you think I'm wrong, sorry, but I've talked to other doctors that are like, there's nothing you can do. You can't wear a mask. These shots are jokes.
Pat,
So
1 Minute Knife Review was gifted a membership from Mike Jernak. Buddy, I'll go watch the members content. There's a giveaway video there, and I will post it right after this giveaway. Thank you, buddy. Illuminati and Mike Jernak. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, I know.
I've been, just by nature of not working right now, I've been pretty well isolated. I'm kind of just keeping it low key, and I've had it vaxxed.
I do, and
Work.
I mean, really, it was just like, I mean,
But I've had it
everything
twice
felt
or
the
three.
same. I mean, I was achy, everything hurt, cough, I couldn't stop, but it's just sinus infection, really bad. I mean,
All right, guys, I am
got
not on the
a
screen. I am
steroid shot,
posting
and I'm good to go.
comments, and we're at 33 unique comments. Has everybody to get in for the slip joint that wanted in gone over to what we got linked? Because I'm about to throw up the members giveaway. We're going to go draw for this.
What's up, Ghost Malone?
I'm about to share it. Let's see. All right. Let's do this again. 33 uniques with the hashtag. How many people we got in here? We've got about 60. I'm going to give you all a few more. I'm going to throw the member link up, Pat, in just a second. You got time, buddy. But anybody who wants in on this, I'm giving you just a couple more minutes, and then we are going to pull that one so we can get done before Maddie starts. Hey, Needledick's here. What's up, brother?
I don't know if my microphone is.
Hey, look at the beard.
Can y'all hear me?
What's up, brother? I can barely hear you, bud.
Yeah, it's echoing now.
I've been trying to get on for a while, and my microphone, it won't come up with the microphone.
It's weird. Do you have an Android? There's on StreamYard, when I logged in tonight, there was this big blue banner that said that Android and StreamYard are having a compatibility issue. Here, I'll show you. Let me go now.
Yeah, it did pop up. It said there's some kind of glitch going on. But I've been fucking with it for a while, trying to get it to let me do something. And then I finally just because I know you're busy, but I've sent you a few text messages and then commented in the chat, but I don't know if they can hear me or not out there. If you can't hear
I
me,
can't hear a thing, dude, but they're hearing something. It's just, I think it's StreamYard's been acting weird, and there's an error message that I got earlier. All right, guys, I'm going over here to draw. Good luck, kids.
I guess I could sit here and let everybody just look at me.
Sharp Guy ATX. The man with the plan. Let me write this down. And then I'll switch out the links.
Shit.
Right, all right. Congratulations, Sharp Guy. Let me throw my email in there. All right, now I'm going to get the link for all the channel members to jump in on the Tucson. And then we'll hang once we get this over with. Whoops. I don't type real good. There it is. Well, I haven't shown you on one knife yet. Copy.
Hey, John, can you hear me at all?
All right, guys. Here's a link for all you new channel members. And thank you guys who donated those memberships. I'm going to pin this at the top, and you should have access to leave just any comment. It doesn't have to have Javon in it. Just any comment. Dr. Drew Dude. And we are going to give away this awesome tall flat grind M390. One of the best actions. The only downside to this knife is the clip is very stiff. But it's perfectly centered. Super, super, super slicey. Carbon fiber and tie. So it's got a frame lock, but it's a concealed frame lock or whatever you want to call it. Mind of Milton just gifted a membership. Let's see who got that, because you need to go register for. Hinder Collector was gifted a membership. Fran, if you're still in here, you need to go register that for that video that's up there posted. Thank you, brother. Dark Gravity. I couldn't hear you, buddy. Are you on an Android? I don't know if you can hear me, but that's one thing that when I logged into StreamYard, it's the first time I've ever seen it. There was a big blue banner that said we're having technical difficulties with Android connectivity mics, and I don't know what that means. They said they were working on it. Thank you, thank you, Mind of Milton, and hopefully we got you a few more subs. M-Bomb, I need to order some more meat, buddy. I need some more lemon pepper. I forget about it.
He needs to just put you on the monthlies.
Oh, look, this is what I meant to show you guys that I'm carrying today, and it's the first one I've ever gotten because I'm not an out the front guy. But I saw this at Blade Show last year, this EMP EDC. And it's got this steep hollow grind. Super cool. MagnaCut blade, very slicey. A lot more EDC with this sheep's footy kind of blade. And a lot of people ask about the blade hole. That's just kind of their signature deal. But it's done very well. And I've been carrying it for a couple of days and really like it. And I put the video up, an overview video up today because they're still, I think they're all still available. Let's see. Or some of them are still available, I think. All right, guys, we're getting ready to draw here in just a second because I've got to go do some crazy stuff for the member giveaway. That's a little more tricky. It's not as smooth.
What's up,
So,
Dr. Drew, dude?
what's that, buddy?
Oh, I was just saying hi to Dr. Drew, dude.
Dr. Drew, dude. I'm glad you guys are hanging out for a little while with me. So the belt satin is still available, and they've got a stone washed. I got the belt satin, and I did not get the zircuti clip, but it looks damn good.
EMP, aren't they the ones that had their design copied?
Yeah, they had been getting a lot of designs copied, but they did the Nimble T2. There are a couple of these in stock. This is a great knife. I've got a lot of their knives. I've got the Relative. I've got the Nimble X. I've got the OG Nimble. I've got a Ronin. I just love what they do. But I'm a fanboy. But every one of them I bought with the exception of the Relative. I was gifted the Relative. But y'all go get some good meat from M-Bomb.
Yeah, Ghost, I try and get on
Cheeto, I didn't look up
any
and see how
Friday that
I
I'm
didn't find it.
home. I'm usually on.
Thanks, brother. I will send you your part right after the live before we jump on to Stevie. I think I might order some Domino's pasta tonight instead of trying to venture out to Taco Bell.
Have you gotten back into the workforce yet, or
No,
still
not yet. Well,
doing
I've been working with agency buying some digital for them, so I've been doing some freelance stuff. But no, I'm not I haven't been I'm kind of regrouping. You know, seeing at my age, what do I want to do it on my own? Do I want to go back into the corporate world? And there are pros and cons for both. You know, I've been doing it a long time. It's not raining, Jim. It rained earlier for a little while, and I think it's going to rain later tonight. All right, I'm going to go private the video. Has everybody gotten their member comment in? I'm hoping you guys have. Let me see if I have to do that with my new paid version. Hold on. Let me see if my paid version lets me pick without changing it. Hold on. Paste. Don't have to have any word. All right. So I've got a. Has everybody gotten their comment in? I'm jumping over and. Oh, sorry. I gotta open this. Guys, I should be more prepared. All right, content.
Uh-oh.
You worn out, dude?
No, yeah, I'm getting there. No, I just got a message saying I need to update Chrome. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm gonna bounce here pretty soon. Just kind of.
So you're not going to make it to satisfaction, huh?
I'm gonna go lay out on the couch so my wife can get some peace and quiet tonight. So I'm
Well,
not
maybe I'll
caught.
see you in that stream over there. I'm going to be in the chat.
I'll throw it on the TV and listen to you guys. Fall asleep.
I'm just going to be
Who else
chatting
falls asleep to
until
like
I fall
knife
asleep.
and stuff?
Same.
Life lives other than me. Am I crazy? That's why
What's
I
that?
mean, who else? I mean, does anybody else fall asleep to knife live shows?
I do all the time.
I
I fall
mean,
asleep
you
tonight
gotta.
content all the
Is
time.
Shane on here? He's really screwing my Sunday nights up by not doing his show.
I hope he gets back into that.
Yeah.
That's
Is
usually the night I'm
Grateful
up at my
Dead not
dad's.
doing it with him anymore, or has he been busy, or is he still with
I haven't
you?
talked to him. I'm not sure what's going on. I would
Does he
think that
not live with
maybe,
you anymore, or
huh?
does he not live with you anymore?
No, they all moved in together. Simplify and Dopey and Grateful Panic got a apartment together in Huntsville.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they're kicking it over there, and that's South Huntsville, not too far from here, but I just never ever go over that way. Let's see if. All right, I'm getting comments, guys. I've got 57 comments, and so I think we can do the member giveaway. Jim Miller, are you an acid test kids and Pat all like to comment? It doesn't have to have Javon in it. It's just any comment. Here we go. I'm going to share it.
Where'd that go? I'm not a.
Good luck, channel members. Look at that. Look at that. Winner chicken dinner. Got some love to his channel, donated a membership, and won the giveaway. Congratulations, Mind of Milton. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to throw up an email. I just got to write you down with the Tucson. Congratulations, dude. You win. Hopefully we got you a few more subscribers. I enjoy your content. Let me throw my email up in here. I'll show y'all something else I got in today. It cost me $30. I've got buyer's remorse.
That happens all the time.
Can you see it back here?
What'd you get? You've got. Sorry, give me a.
You know, I was kind of. He made it sound like it was just like this.
Shit.
This Peace Neighbor hat, and the Peace Neighbor hat's made. It's got a great buckle, I think. This has got a really good light fabric, but it's got that funky ass old school T-ball cap.
The snapback.
Yeah.
So Kev didn't get the cool hat. He got the cheap version of the cool hat.
Well, no, the hat that he had, I think he went to the same manufacturer, but he bought a different hat from Peace Neighbor than I did. So there were two different hats that Sean had bought, and yeah, I grabbed up on the Devo one because he had a couple of protos in, and it came today in a box. I got a couple of Devo cloths and some stickers that'll go out to whoever won. Mind of Milton and the other winners. I'll load y'all up with stickers too. But guys, I can't say enough nice things about the little Devo nips, the little S90V hologrind Devo nips, depending on if you like carrying fifth pocket knives. I look at this reminds me of a mini Jaeger. And that pisses Lefty off because he didn't really have much inspiration from the Jaeger, consciously.
Yeah, they look a lot alike. I mean, just smaller.
Yeah. I mean, you look at them close, you can see that they're very different. But it's just, I put skiffs in all of them, cut my finger on my last one. There's blood stains permanently on my flag mat from where my pinky squirted. So I carried the TPK Hedgehog in Purple Cow carbon fiber. And then I carried the EMP EDC Pulse. Where'd I put it?
5-door. Wasn't that my first XM24, the blue and orange one?
What'd you kids carry today?
Work knives, and then I switched it up when I got home.
What'd you switch it up to?
A couple Striders, Performance, SMF, two OG Performances, and then the Strider SNG Performance.
There are two of those on NASA sale. We haven't been there yet tonight. Let's go browse that. You can tell me about it. One of them I was interested in. It's a user. Dark Gravity, I am a blood squirter. And I do dribble a little bit, but I don't squirt a lot anymore.
Dude, I
I've
didn't
got to get
realize
back
five
into that
more.
game.
He hit me up. He messaged me that Hinder did a huge drop. Just as we're watching a movie, my wife's like, "Get off your phone." I'm trying, and there's all these cool XM24. I didn't even look. I looked for what else did I look at? Oh, I jumped right because my buddy wants a 3-inch. So I went to that first, and there wasn't anything. And then there's all these sweet XM18s. And every time I would add one to my cart, they were gone. And then I didn't even realize that they had some Project X's and Eclipses up. I would have grabbed an Eclipse in a heartbeat.
Lord Needham's got some bangers up here, guys. He's got a blacked out Quiet Carry 9. I've got a Quiet Carry 9 that's very similar to that, but it's not the blacked out version. And it's one of the sweetest knives I've had this year.
These SNGs are hard to get, these old school performances.
But I'm going to get down to see which kind of striders they are. Urban EDC, F5.5.
I'm not a pocket junk or a coin or any kind of stuff like that, but I golf a lot with one of my best friends. And
Here's a 3-inch tie scale for Fender XM18. All right, the striders are coming up. Man, they put this site is getting more knives thrown up on it because all this is new from.
how do you pay? Can you do PayPal or is it credit card or?
No, you can do PayPal, credit card, Sezzle, a lot of different things. But these striders, they got two. One guy's selling a bunch of really. I'm just going to put it in. Let's do this.
God dang.
It wasn't that far.
Yeah, it's a Strider High-Tex chip frag. Like I don't like pocket junk, but my buddy, we golf a lot together, and a lot of times it's just us. And guys have started carrying like these big poker chips now for golf for marking your ball.
Yeah.
And it drives him crazy. So I bought this to piss him.
See.
One, I thought it was cool, and one to just piss him off. I showed it to him today. He was like, "Come on, not you two." I said, "I did it just to piss you off."
Hey, that's awesome, dude. A little pocket jank. It won't search for it, but I know I haven't gotten to it yet.
He's like, "My ball's going to hit that." I said, "I can move it out of the way of your ball."
There's a Sabenza. They're the
I don't know what it's
Warren.
made out of. It sounds metal.
All right, here we go.
Maybe titanium. I don't know.
Here's the SNG Monkey's Edge green frag.
$800. Which one is that?
It's
Green
he's just
G10.
saying
Hey,
it's a Strider SNG Monkey Edge green frag G10 CPM 3V coated blade. Doesn't look fancy.
yeah, here's the same one. You can have it for $600.
I'm not looking for one. I'm just curious. That did seem high. There's another one right under it, though. Hold on. Let me find this other one.
That's cheap for a frag, but for everything, I mean, the prices even on Striders have gone down now. The Monkey Edge ones have always been kind of a premium because they're just limited numbers on them.
And here's an SMF Lego PSF 27 steel.
600. Here's a SMF.
And he says it's in good condition. Let me look at yours.
It's good. This one might be sold. I don't know.
Is it a little smaller? I mean, I'm not in the market.
The SMF is bigger than the SNG. So here's an SMF, and there's an SNG.
Yeah, I like the SMG is the one on top.
Yeah, and now they're just releasing a new one this weekend that's a little smaller than the SNG.
When you say they're releasing, where do they go on sale?
They're releasing it at California Custom Knife Show.
Oh.
They're bringing them to the show.
Yeah, 2 years ago when California was shut down because of COVID, they were in Nashville.
Yeah.
And that's before they were on my radar. So yeah, that sucks. They're not going to be there. They're going to be a lot of cool makers there. I'm stoked to see Let me pull it
We'll
up.
see. Like after the last, oh shit, what show? I can't remember what show was that. What that I was on live with you guys the night that I bought this from a guy who just bought it at the show, and now they're doing monkey edge frag in brass or in copper. Those things will probably go for stupid money.
But wouldn't they be super heavy?
Oh yeah, it's heavy. Name of the new Strider. Yeah, the JVA.
So Arcane Designs, Artisan Cutlery, Bastinelli, Chapman Lake Knives, Demko. I've seen some cool stuff they put out that they're going to have. Emerson
Demko?
Knives.
Yeah.
These are all the people that have booths in Nashville. I'm just like Jason Knight, the ones I recognize, Kirby Lambert, Mad Dog Knives. I wanted to handle one of those. And then Microtech and Marathon, Reich, Bob Tetrazola, Three Rivers,
I would
Brad
love
Finger.
to.
And the one I was interested in, where'd he go? Dustin Driver Defense. Have you seen his knives?
I lost a Strider.
Let me show you guys what, and I don't know if y'all are Demko fans, but I've never had a USA made Demko. But he's got some pretty cool stuff, it looks like. Coming to the show.
Did your wife throw it away and it's at the dump now?
Look at those little jewels.
Yeah.
Dude, if there's one of those when I get there Friday.
That's hard. Demko's one of the ones people, it seems
Flock
like,
to.
yeah, Demko,
But I'm going to be there really early. I got there last year, Saturday, and Andrew was sitting at the table with stickers. He didn't have one knife.
Yeah.
This is a really good knife. That Flytanium Shark Lock. Have y'all seen that?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. And then I was going to show y'all Dustin Driver Defense. He's over about 30 miles from me. He's local. And he's going to have some fixies there I'm kind of interested in. Did that switch over to his page? Yeah.
I'm with you, Acid. I didn't think I would ever get like when I started watching knife videos all those years ago, it was like I never thought Strider was out of my league. I never thought I'd get I still love the Norseman. I never thought I'd get my Norseman. Just all those knives I saw that were just unattainable.
I want to grab one of these little splinters in MagnaCut. Small little flat ground fixies. But what he's known for.
Yeah, that DLT deal was, what was it? Buy one, get one free? Or something on the 20.5?
Yes.
Is that deal still going?
I think it is, but I've got plenty of 20.5s. I've got, my buddy's got this knife. He bought it from him, and that's superconductor. Look at the grind on this thing.
Before. I thought that would look sweet.
I love the blade grind. He makes some really, really cool stuff. And I'm just curious. I don't know. I think he's taking slip joints, fixies, but he makes a lot of tactical shit too. But just like this little fixie, I think is just wicked looking. Just a little stubby compound grind beast. So yeah, between Driver Defense and that Colin McGuire with those wicked Warncliffs, it's going to be kind of painful. Dark Gravity, are we still going to go on Saturday too? Let me know. We'll talk. before then. It's next Saturday and Friday. Jeff and I are going to drive up Friday because he's got a gig Saturday, but we're going to try to get back early so I can do Friday Night Flicks.
Until the end of November. Shit, dude, I'm gonna buy those for my guys for work next year.
What's that?
Those buy one get one Demcos.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's a good deal.
Jesus,
And I think they're
saw
just
him
moving a
today.
lot of them out.
He was trying to take a bolt off, and he couldn't get to the nut underneath something, and he's using his knife to pry the bolt head up to get torque on,
I'm
so he can
Athens
get
start
enough
driving.
torque
I'll
on
ride
it to
with you
get
if
it
you're
off.
cool, unless you got mama going.
God. Oh, and I've got DLT coupons. Fuck me, I'm gonna order some right now. Guys are gonna love them.
Well, guys, we've got 15, 20 minutes before said faction starts. So I'm going to go ahead and break short to respect those guys' time. Dark Gravity, I will talk to you and think about Saturday. Scotch, it's good to see you, brother.
I'll see you next week, man. Hopefully I'm done hacking in your guys' faces. I'm
Just shoot me a
sorry.
text, let me know you're in town. I never know. I need to just
Yeah,
send you
I'll
a link.
be home. So we just finished tearing a bin down today. Monday, we're gonna be in town because it's just an hour drive. So we'll just drive every day to and from. So
Sweet. Well, guys, I appreciate you more than you know. I do. And congratulations to everybody that won. We'll have more cool stuff to give away next week.
is there a
And
code? Does
Mind of
anybody
Milton,
know?
thank you, brother. You played for El Cap Addict. Okay, thanks, buddy. Mind of Milton, that's sweet, dude. That's sweet.
Jesus Christ, it's 200. When did the
Bit.
when did the 80 20.5 get up to $250?
That's the titanium one with 20 CV.
Oh,
You need to
gotcha.
find the other ones. We did Pretty Fly. Mind of Milton won it, and he gifted it to El Cap. But we're gonna have another one next weekend, dude. And I've already got something really cool picked out, and I'll have something cool for just people that stop by. Because, like I said, I'm keeping stuff cleared off, and I've got to make room for shit that I seem to can't stop buying. Dude, these Mr. knives are so good. These Best Techs. Did you see this one, Steve?
No.
There's no hardware on that.
How's it put together? Is it just?
It's got a body
It's
screw and a
okay.
pivot screw, and it's like a unibody titanium where this is all one piece. The show side is like one piece that curves around the back, and it joins to this scale where the clip is. So the hardware is all from the back. Show side's just got the button. Totally perfectly centered, thin. Just a great gentleman's folder. M390. Guys, I love you all. Get over to Manus said faction. I'll see you all over there. Congratulations to all you guys who won. Keep playing, guys. I promise everybody will get a knife. Got way too many. I love you all. Steve, love you, brother.
I'll see you, man.
Peace. Hope you feel better. We'll talk next week.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Later, guys.